Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Kerbal Space program. My name is Hillstash and we are heading to the space station. As you can see, I've got some bits and pieces for the space station. I've got what I'm calling the mover. At the moment, there's just lots of RCS and stuff on this little one, and docking ports on either end. And then I've got the hub here that I can stick on. Oh, one thing. Oh no, I'm gonna put lights on other parts. Yeah, maybe I can always put, I can just put a little bit, these little Omni lights. They're super cute, and I can put a couple of them on there just to kind of light up that area. I don't think the hub really needs any lighting. It'll be the things that attach to the hub need some lighting. So yeah, there's some lights. We'll put action groups for those. Let's say 3. Toggle light. Toggle light. So yeah, that's the B9 mod to get those lights in as well. And some people had always been asking me about the Wicked cockpit. That's the B9 mod as well. Last I heard the spaceport was still down, but because there's a new version of MechJeb out, and they're it's the latest version, so they're always making some improvements and things. And yeah, I've just been I haven't had any real problems with it, but minor bugs here and there. Anyway, let's see. I think that's got some power battery. This doesn't need any power or anything yet. I think we're good to go. You see, my Delta V's look pretty good. My Atmo Delta V adds up to more than 4,000, so that should get me there. So let's save the hub and mover and give it a try. I have not at all tried to launch this one yet. Sometimes I do a little bit of simulation work just to do a proof of concept and such, but we will everything looks okay. Let's see, in 3, 2, there we go. Got a little bit of a spin. I never like to see the spin. That indicates something's slightly off. Yeah, it's got the roll hard over. This could be bad. Now we've got some... See, the ship is not really that unbalanced, so... These should all be able to vector. I didn't put an abort system on here, so it seems to be stabilizing though. I just needed to, I didn't want to get up that fast. So we're wasting a little bit of fuel here, but first stage gone and shoots out. And hopefully not colliding into each other. Perfect. And we seem to be stabilized again. No spinning, no one heard anything there. That was definitely not anything there. Okay. So let's see. Pitch over to 80. Start the gravity turn. Oh, we got Bob Kerman here. He's heading up to... Is it Bill and Jeb probably already up there? Oh, and I didn't even think to time it. Crap. Oh well, we'll let them catch up. We'll go into a higher orbit. Let's see. Let's go more 60 degrees. He's got not much of a view. That's okay. I always forget one thing, eh? It's never, you can never have a perfect flight. But I don't know. So I've added some things here too. You may have noticed I've added a prevent jet flame mode. This is all customized now. You can do all this customization. I don't remember if I did that last time or not. But let's see, 45. Yeah, I'm really heading up quick now. Stay at 30 for a bit until this is up in space, and then we will circularize up there. Chutes are going to be out for those at some point. Okay, now we've got this full tank. Only a slight little bit of wobble. Should be manageable. And yeah, this should all go well. Look at the delta V I've got. I'm essentially in the vacuum now, so 2,500 meters a second. I guess I should have... Well... I may do some finagling. Oh, whoops. 95 kilometers. Okay, that'll allow the space station to catch up. Let me just think here. Because we got tons and tons of fuel left here. I don't have any docking ports on this module, though. The idea was this should get ejected and go down and burn up in the atmosphere. But not burn up, sorry. It's got parachutes. I'm trying to be reusable and green. But now I'm thinking, oh, we're already in space. Whew. That was a little aggressive there. But we gotta let this core catch up, so. Might even take it a little out further than 95, maybe on the... what was I thinking? So, if I don't eject this bit, what can I do? This gives me a docking port up to there, so I could theoretically... I'm just thinking about deorbiting. I can deorbit the whole thing. I think this could work. What I'm going to do then is, I don't want to accidentally stage that, so we'll try to get this whole thing synced up. This is assuming I'd still have... Yeah, I think I've got the delta V to do this. Okay, I've also got my acceleration, so I'm accelerating it around a G. Of course, that goes up and up as the fuel gets burned out, but you can actually compare then the atmospheric drag with this. Of course, when you're going vertical from, say, the planet, this needs to be at least 9.8. I think 9.8 is the gravity. And then it's also then minus any atmospheric drag you're feeling. And that gives you your actual meters a second. I wish they did that. Like, I wish they had a... Because that's the acceleration without any of the drag or gravity taken off, so... So we're at 97 kilometers now. That's good. Should still be good for fuel, a little under half. And as you can see, the periaps is now coming up. I want to kind of keep this, yeah, I don't want to get let this get too far out in front. It's going to now anyway, but that's okay. This should, when it starts to flip around, I'll let it go a little bit beyond that. There's 107.96. So I wanted just to let that out. So it gives it a little faster for the hitchhiker core to catch up. And that gives us a lot of fuel left, you know, including this one too, and a little bit of fuel up here too. So what's going to happen then if I do all this correctly? Oh, thank you. Water delivery. If I do all this correctly, then... Geez, I better not hit the staging button. This parachute's stuck here as well. Let's put that up for now there. So if I can... what am I trying to say? Rendezvous, this whole thing. Then I've got 3 bits that I can dock. Although, getting this bit docked is going to be hard, because there's only this little bit of RCS up here, and the big massive engine. So, could be tricky. Let's see, get the solar panels out while we've got some sunlight. We have a dog misbehaving.
Amber, come now.
Amber, get out of here. Get. We put in, spent a day last weekend putting hardwood floor in the baby's room. And yeah, someone is a little overprotective of the hardwood floor because it's got no marks in it yet. So Camber was in there and stretching, so she's got claws. Anyway, okay, I will be back when we get close to a rendezvous, and I'll bring you back in then. So I'll just bring you back in so you can see what I'm up to here. I've got a 23 kilometer separation this orbit, so I'm going to take it. And let's see here. We got to go retrograde, so that's going to take a little bit. Oh, no, it's right there. It's not that bad. So we have this maneuver 9 meters a second, obviously not very much. Oh, it's looking at the target, right? I was a little confused as to what was going on there. Oh yeah, don't I want node? Node? Is that correct? Or just retrograde? I know it's a retrograde burn, so why don't I just stick it there? Alright, how's that for separation? $24, $19, so 19 over there is pretty good. So let's see, we can also add a maneuver then and see, is there anything we can do to make that better or worse? So that's 22, that's worse. Ah, 900 meters there. 2.1 kilometers. So it looks like, yeah, 700 meters. So that's going to be good. Is that working? Is that what I want it to do? Target. No. I think I want node, don't I? Yeah, I guess it's slowly heading towards that direction. So yeah, there's some tips there for rendezvous. You know, just kind of be in a higher orbit or lower orbit. Wait till things catch up or you catch up, and then when you think you're close enough, make a node, do a boost. You know, prograde or retrograde to get there, and set it as the target, and you get to see great things like this intersection. And then, yeah, don't just do prograde retrograde because you can do other little maneuvers like the rad plus and rad minus are good ones for getting yeah, really nice separation. So if I can pull that off, that will be pretty decent. So we got 14 meters a second burn here. Very easy with this massive engine. So let's see, how did that do? You know, for anywhere within a kilometer, you know, it's a good 2 kilometers. That's good. Anyway, so well, I guess stick around here. We have a fairly close intercept here, 15 kilometers, but then yeah, we're waiting for this really good one over here. And that shows you now the next orbit we're going to be further apart if we don't do anything to fix this. So when I get pretty close here, I'm going to go, let's see, target plus. I don't know if that's really what I want. Let's take a look and see where they are. There they are there. And that's not what I want at all. I'm going to turn RCS on. Kill this. So I know that somewhere around here is where I'm going to want it to be. Perfect, I think. Now we need the RCS on again. This is going to waste tons and tons of RCS. So we should now, you can then check back, okay, now where are we going to be? 1.1 kilometers, good. We need to be a little closer than that. Now is where I'm going to start using these sorts of things. No, where did I want to be? I got confused. What I want is this prograde vector right directly on the, this is kind of the direction to the target. So that's pretty close there. This is yeah, this is the hardest thing about this is going to be the monopropellant issue. But now, anyway, we're going to be coming up fast now. Now we got a 200-meter separation. So now what I need to do is flip around backwards. And again, you'll see they're drifting a little bit this way. So what I'm going to do is point a little bit down this way, because you can see they weren't fully lined up. And I'm flipping. Should be fast enough. Start slowing down. So I want to be somewhere around here. There, now I've lined those up a little bit better. Our target closing speed is still 7 meters a second, which is not much right now. And that's enough of that. We don't need that anymore. But it's going to get awfully fast in a moment as we get closer and closer. So I'm going to essentially set myself right up for slowing down. Don't need RCS on. So then as we get within the distance that I want to be, we'll start to slow it down a little bit. I'm just noticing, you know, we got a little bit of drift too. So I can kind of fix that by going up this way a bit. Okay. This is a pig to move around without the RCS. So now we're closing 2 meters a second. That's very good. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to park. I'm going to eject the lower stage off, and I'm going to get these parts connected on how I want, and then I'll attempt to bring this big bit around. That'll be the tricky part. So I guess this kind of gives you some information. We got 40-some seconds until we're at our closest point. So, good. It's starting to drift slightly again. You can always use RCS for some of these little maneuvers too. Don't need to use the big engine. So it's starting to look pretty good. That may be a screenshot, I don't know. So the speed, slowly slowing down. Our orbits are almost identical, so that's why that's flipping out. How much fuel have I got here? So that's pretty good, almost 1,000. I'll give just about 900 liquid fuel up in this tank, which is good. My original plan, this was going to drop back, so I'm pretty happy. Okay, so somewhere around 100 meters away is pretty good. I'll call that stopped. Now, if I decouple this, this thing I'm gonna do mostly RCS. So we'll just kind of pull away. And I don't know exactly where on the core yet I'm going to be attempting to attach to. So, good thing the target remains the same, that's pretty cool. I can actually just kind of play around with these numbers here, and well, that could be a pretty good screenshot there too. Okay, anyway. So, okay, so we got an engine back there. I'm just gonna switch to it for a second here. Where? Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I need to decouple this. Here we are. RCS on you. Send it off backwards. It has a ton of fuel. Somewhat disappointing, but don't want to send it off too far. Now I need to quickly. You. Nope, wrong way. Ah, it's almost a problem. Okay. Now, this is going to be my target. I am flipped all over the place here. This will be better. Okay. Now. Oh, I see why I'm a little bit messed up. I'm backwards. Oh, okay. That's okay. This is good. It's just going to be a little tricky. I was just very confused as to why it wasn't really going the direction I thought it was going to be going. Okay, I'm just going to concentrate here. I'll bring you back in when we get docked. Okay, there we are. Docked the first little bit. Now, we have all sorts of bits floating around out here. This is a bit of a mess. What I could do with this one is attach it to here, transfer the remaining fuel. Just how is this thing getting back? Okay, it's got parachutes. Okay. That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Now, I'm going to use the trick of the non-rotating what am I trying to say? Oh, this thing's run out of power. Crap. It has no... Yeah. Okay, it had no power. That's unfortunate. So we've got a casualty here. We're gonna have to deal with that at some point. Unfortunate. Let's set this to... Let's use the good old normal plus trick. Makes docking a lot easier. Oh, and I want to turn the lights on as well. Oh, they are on. Are they on? Oh crap, I've put the solar panels away. Aren't these the lights? Yeah, these are lights. I already can't remember what button I used for them. 3? Yeah, okay, there it is. So they do actually do some lighting. That's pretty cool. Good to see. And now we've got Bill, Jeb, and Bob, all three up in our awesome station. I can do a little bit of rotating here, I think I'm going to want to do. And I still want to attach. Yeah, I didn't think of the rotating bit. I want to attach this still. So let's see if I rotate it up to normal plus. could actually stick it on the front there. That could be kind of neat. Let's try that. Oh goodness. So I don't have a battery on this one, and it has run out of power because the sun isn't out at the moment. So we'll have to try this in daytime. This is just going to spin wildly and hopefully not get too far away from here. That's pretty funny. So some minor oversights, minor problems, but the overall plan here is sound. We have a functioning space station kind of core module here. We've got lots of power, lots of fuel. If I can figure out a couple things, we'll have, I don't know where the other one went. Floating by here. Oh, there it is right there. It's so close. Okay, it's actually going away. That's a good thing. So that was going to be fun, but anyway, I think that I'm going to call the episode here. It's been a successful episode for sure. We had a slight issue on takeoff that thankfully didn't manifest into anything worse, and we delivered the core and a kind of mover bit that can grab and move other things around, and we didn't waste any parts yet. The things that fell back and with parachutes. We do have a part out here that has no power. That's going to be a problem. It does have a docking node though, so that actually will be the solution. Is we'll come up and we'll dock something to this, give it some power, and we'll steal its fuel perhaps. So all is not lost. If we look at the map, whoops. If we look at the map, we've got all sorts of things sitting here now. So pretty cool. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Hillstash, and I will see you soon.